All right, so geometric sequences. These are pretty similar to the arithmetic sequences that we've done in the past. With arithmetic sequences, remember those were either adding or subtracting a common term. And now with geometric sequences, we have basically the same thing, but now they are multiplying or dividing by a common term. Okay? And that common term is called the common ratio. So the ratio between any two successive terms is going to be the same. All right? So if this is my geometric sequence, it goes on and on. Between 2 and 4, the operation would be multiplying by 2, 4 and 8, multiplying by 2, and on and on and on. Okay? Really common one, just doubles. All right? So our first concept is extending geometric sequences. So we're just looking at filling in those next three terms. Okay? And to do that, we've got to find that common ratio. Okay? So we are looking at our terms, and we're basically going to be putting them in a fraction. Okay? Make a ratio out of them. So if I'm looking at this one, I would go with 1 over 2. This one would be 2 over 4. This one would be 4 over 8. And if it's a geometric sequence, they should all be equal, and they are, and that tells me what my common ratio is going to be. My common ratio here is 1/2. So each time I go to the next number, I am multiplying the previous number by 1/2. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. 1/4 times 1/2 is 1/8. Okay, fairly straightforward. Sometimes it can be a little more challenging to figure out what the term is, but basically, if your numbers are decreasing, you're probably going to be multiplying by a fraction or dividing, depending on how you want to look at it. If your numbers are increasing, you're going to be multiplying by a number greater than 1. Okay? If you have here where we have our signs flipping back and forth, okay, whether it starts as a negative or whether it starts as a positive, if the sign is flipping, that means your common ratio has to be a negative number. Right? If this was negative and then all the other numbers were negative, our common ratio would still be positive, right, because it's not changing, but our value, our initial value, our sequence would have a negative number, right, negative value. Okay, so if we look at this one, we're still going to do the same thing. We're looking for our ratio, so we've got 1/9 over negative 1/3, and that's kind of hard to see. So let's look at negative 1/3 over 1, and then 1 over negative 3. It's a lot easier to see that these are the same as negative 1/3. Okay, so we're multiplying by negative 1/3. If we multiply 1/9 by negative 1/3, we get negative 1/27. If we do that again, we get a positive 1, let's see, that'd be 60 plus 1/81. Oh, that was, yeah. And then another one by negative 1/3, negative 1 over, let's see, 3 times 81 should be 243. Okay, and we could go on and on. And that's it for extending those geometric sequences.